Imagine for a moment being enveloped in divine covering, a guaranteed protection that wards off all dangers, both physical and spiritual. How comforting it is to know that, as a child of God, you are safe under the incessant watch of a celestial guardian. Let's explore how this divine protection manifests in the lives of those chosen by God, as a palpable and constant reality. The Bible reveals to us that the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run into it and are safe. This safety is not limited to a physical barrier but extends to protection against spiritual attacks, emotional pains, and much more. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to receive all our updates and inspiring content. Your subscription is a powerful way to support our work and ensure you don't miss any messages that can transform your spiritual life. Let's go on this journey of faith together. Consider the experience of David, a man after God's own heart. From his days as a shepherd, when he faced wild animals, to the challenges on the battlefield and Saul's persecutions, David lived under God's divine protection. And the same God who protected David promises to guard each one of us. As you walk through life, remember that you are not alone. God has promised that neither the sun nor the moon will harm us. This is God's mark upon you, a seal of His protection, ensuring that before any harm reaches you, it must pass through His divine scrutiny. Every day that you wake up unharmed, every night that you sleep in peace, are testimonies to this eternal truth. You are marked by God, destined for divine protection that transcends human understanding. Celebrate and give thanks for this unshakable mark of love and security that surrounds you. Imagine opening the door to a world where miracles are not the exception but the norm. This is what happens when you are marked by God. Each day brings an extraordinary unfolding of provisions that defy any logic. God does not just observe, He provides with full hands. Think of the Israelites in the desert, a true challenge to survival. Yet, nothing was lacking. The sky opened, and manna descended, water sprang from the rock, food emerging from nowhere. This is not just caretaking, it is lavish. God shows that, for those He marks, abundance is guaranteed. And this divine mark? It brings not just the essentials. It transforms the barren terrain of your life into green fields, ready for a bountiful harvest. Where others see desolation, you reap blessings. This is living under God's Midas touch. Everything you touch flourishes. Now, think big. Your day-to-day is not a series of coincidences, it's a parade of miracles. Every little detail, every significant moment is concrete proof of God's unlimited power. You don't need to worry about tomorrow because divine provision is always one step ahead, anticipating each of your needs. You are living a reality that most can only dream of. While the world struggles with scarcity, you navigate an ocean of abundance. This is not luck, it's a celestial design. You are more than cared for, you are favored, blessed, chosen. Prepare yourself, for with God's mark, you are not just surviving, you are thriving spectacularly. Each new dawn is an opportunity to witness the extraordinary. This is your life, marked by miracles, guaranteed by God. Now, let's dive into something even more impressive, the power of divine recognition and favor. Have you ever imagined walking into a place and suddenly, all eyes turn to you? It's not by chance, it's God's favor in action. When you are marked by God, you don't just enter, you make an entrance. Think of it as a celestial spotlight that illuminates every step you take. Doors that seemed perpetually closed begin to open one after another. People who never noticed you suddenly can't offer enough help. Promotions, opportunities, blessings that seem to fall from the sky directly into your lap. This is what it means to have God's favor. And do you know why this happens? Because God not only chose you, He marked you with a celestial distinction that everyone, consciously or unconsciously, recognizes. You become a miracle magnet. Where others struggle for recognition, you are celebrated effortlessly. Remember Joseph, the dreamer, sold as a slave, but even in slavery, he found favor in the eyes of his masters and eventually became the governor of Egypt. He had nothing but the mark of God, and that was enough to elevate him to unimaginable heights. You too, marked by God, are destined to be noticed. It's not just about being seen, it's about being recognized as someone special, anointed, and blessed. Divine favor makes you stand out, even in territories that are not your own. Prepare to live a life where you don't just walk, but parade under heaven's applause. Every new day is an adventure filled with favor and divine recognition. You are not just another in the crowd, you are a chosen one, a favorite of heaven. Imagine a life where peace, joy, and comfort are not just fleeting moments, but a vibrant and pulsing constant. This is what happens when you are marked by God, a life saturated with a peace that transcends all understanding. This is not mere superficial comfort, it is a deep peace that penetrates the innermost layers of your being. In a world where chaos and anxiety seem to dominate, having this peace is like possessing an invaluable treasure. And you know what? This treasure is yours because you are marked by the divine. You walk with celestial calm that confounds those around you. While everyone around despairs, you remain serene, a beacon of tranquility. It's as if an invisible shield surrounds you, protecting you from any storm of life. Joy is also part of this divine package. It's not the ephemeral happiness that the world offers, based on circumstances that change like the tides. It's a robust joy, rooted in the certainty that you are cared for, loved, and eternally protected by God. And the comfort? This comfort is God's embrace in your life, assuring that, no matter what happens, He is with you. When the nights are darkest and the cold is most intense, it's this divine comfort that keeps you warm and safe. And here's the most spectacular secret: this peace, joy, and comfort are so palpable that they become living testimonies to those around you. People start to ask, wanting to know the secret of your strength and serenity. And the answer? The divine mark in your life, God's signature that says, "This is mine, chosen and blessed." Now, prepare yourself for something truly extraordinary, a life marked by continuous victories. When God places His mark on you, each challenge transforms into a platform for spectacular triumphs. We're not just talking about minor victories, we're talking about achievements that redefine the course of your history. Imagine facing giants with the confidence that each battle is already won. This is not fantasy, it is the reality for those who are marked by God. Like David facing Goliath, armed only with a sling and a stone, your victory does not come from the power of weapons, but from the power of the divine that marks you. Every obstacle in your life becomes an opportunity to demonstrate the power and faithfulness of God. Where others see barriers, you see gateways to new blessings. Your life becomes a continuous series of testimonies that inspire faith and admiration in all who observe. These victories are not just for your benefit. They serve as beacons of hope for others, living proofs that with God, no situation is too desperate. Each triumph is an echo of the divine promise that we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us. And more, these victories are comprehensive. They cover every aspect of your life, from personal to professional. You do not just survive, you thrive. You do not just compete, you dominate. With God, your life is a chain of victories that defy expectations and redefine the possible. So, live each day with this certainty: you are invincible not by your strength, but because the mark of God on you is the seal of eternal victory. Your enemies may rise, but their fall is guaranteed. Your struggles may be intense, but your success is assured. Now, let's explore one of the most transformative signs of being marked by God: relationships that mirror the divine nature of Christ. When God places His mark on you, it's not just about you. Your life becomes a channel of His grace, love, and forgiveness to others. Imagine your daily interactions being so infused with love and compassion that even the hardest hearts begin to open. You do not just live in community, you transform communities. Your presence brings peace where there is conflict, hope where there is despair. In a world where relationships are often superficial or based on personal interests, yours are deep and truly altruistic. You love not because others are lovable, but because God's love overflows from your heart. Like Jesus, you become a point of reconciliation and restoration. Every relationship, whether with family, friends, or strangers, becomes an opportunity to demonstrate the reality of the kingdom of God. People start to notice something different about you: a kindness that does not fluctuate with circumstances, a patience that surpasses provocation, a generosity that expects no return. This is the power of a life marked by God. It not only impacts who you are but profoundly influences those around you. You become a walking reflection of the love of Christ, a living proof that divine love is real and powerful. And the most incredible thing? This love has the power to break barriers and build bridges. Where there was division, you bring unity. Where there was bitterness, you sow forgiveness. And in every act of kindness, God's name is glorified. We conclude our journey through the signs of being marked by God with the powerful theme of courage and confidence. This is not just a state of mind, it is a manifestation of the Holy Spirit in your life, which completely transforms how you act and interact in the world. When you are marked by God, you are equipped with a confidence that does not derive from your own capabilities, but from the power of God working in you. This confidence is not arrogant or presumptuous, it is a quiet and firm strength that springs from knowing who is by your side. Imagine facing life's greatest challenges, not with fear or hesitation, but with a courage that confounds skeptics and inspires unbelievers. It is a courage that allows you to stand up in intimidating situations, knowing that you will not just survive, but thrive because God is with you. This courage manifests in all areas of your life. Whether in making difficult decisions, facing adversities, or standing up for what is right, you act with an authority that can only come from being aligned with divine will. You become a leader, not by seeking position or power, but because your life exudes integrity and purpose. And the most astonishing thing? This confidence becomes contagious. Others see the peace and certainty with which you navigate life and are drawn to the same source of strength. Your life becomes a testimony not just of God's blessings, but of His active and transformative presence. So, walk with your head held high and your heart firm. You are not just marked, you are empowered. You do not just carry God's promise, you manifest it. In every step of courage, in every decision made with confidence, you declare to the world that there is a God who marks, protects, and empowers His children to live extraordinary lives. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Comment below how you have heard God's voice in your life, to inspire more people on this journey of faith. May God bless you and continue to illuminate your path.